Now, here we are. Really, now it's time to talk about the woman who I actually dedicated this show to, Adella Hunt Logan, the matriarch, or one of the matriarchs of the 19th Amendment as it relates to black women and women receiving the right to vote. Adella Hunt Logan was born in 1863, February the 10th, in Sparta, Georgia. At the age of 16, this woman right here became a certified teacher. She was born to a black mother, a free black mother in Georgia, and a plantation owner. At the age of 16, she became a teacher through what was called the American Missionary Association. And the American Missionary Association was an organization, a governmental organization that was actually set up to help establish black colleges and universities throughout the South after the Civil War. So it's because of that organization that many HBCUs were actually established. So at the age of 16 years old, she became a certified teacher. She became a graduate of Atlanta University. And at the age of 20, in 1883, she had a choice to make. Did she want to teach at Atlanta University, or did she want to teach at Tuskegee Institute? She decided to teach here at Tuskegee. So in 1883, she became a teacher teaching English and also teaching the social sciences. She was Tuskegee's first librarian. In 1885, she married Warren Logan, and from that union, they had 9 children. Not only did this great black woman have issues regarding segregation and actually dealing with racism, but she also had to deal with sexism. This great black woman actually joined an organization of black women. I believe it was called the National Association of Colored Women. From that organization, they actually started fighting for women, for black women with the right to vote. But she ran into problems. And surprisingly or not, one of her major opposition came from Susan B. Anthony, another woman, a white woman, who was actually spearheading the 19th Amendment. So even though there were black women throughout the South who did not have the right to vote, but these black women, like Adella Hunt Logan, actually had to compete against white women, because those white women, like Susan B. Anthony, did not believe that the plight of black women receiving the right to vote was adequate. They were only mainly focused on other white women. So, our dear sister traveled. She spoke. She became one of the first early lady principals here for a very short time at Tuskegee. Directly afterwards, because of all of the pressure between her and her family and the pressure of her being a black woman, she went into a depression. And unfortunately, she was sent to an insane asylum in the state of Michigan. But our sister was strong. She got up out of there. She broke out of there after learning that the great Dr. Booker T. Washington had passed. He died November the 14th of 1915, but the funeral was not until the month of December. And right here on campus, on December the 10th, 1915, our dear sister committed suicide by jumping 4 stories off of a building here on campus. And it wasn't until 5 years later that the 19th Amendment was actually passed. But as you already know, that 19th Amendment basically dealt with the rights of white women to vote, not black women. And really, black women, like black men, did not have the right to vote later on until the 60s. And even right now in 2020, there are still issues as it relates to black people receiving the right to vote. So may our sister here rest in peace. But before I end our talk on this great sister here, the union between Warren and Adella Hunt Logan was so powerful to the point where all of their children, their descendants, became great people in the future because of the mindset that those two great individuals placed in their children. One of the descendants of this family became the Secretary of the Army. One of the descendants actually spoke at the first inauguration of our brother Barack Obama in January of 2009. So this great family produced great children, and right now there are still Logans who come to become students here at Tuskegee University.